the blast doors!
No, blasted doors. Dang ferret. I'm getting something sharper than this old relic.
Master, these are the knives you're looking for. It's the three-piece Kenpeki set from Kamakoto.
Oh, you mean where they make the clones?
No, that's Kamino, Master. But just like clones, these Japanese steel knives take several years to complete and go through a 19-stage process before being individually inspected.
Each knife comes in a beautiful heavy-duty ashwood box, and with a lifetime guarantee, making them the perfect gift. Might I suggest the 8.5-inch slicing knife, Master?
Oh.
There's also the 7-inch Nikiri vegetable knife and 5-inch utility knife. Their single bevel edge and quality allow you to achieve an incredibly sharp edge.
This blade cuts through Durasteel like butter, and it's so well balanced, just as the Force should be. What's it made of? Beskar?
It's actually the highest quality Japanese steel, sourced only from mills in Japan, and crafted using traditional techniques.
They are still coming through.
Master, don't forget to maintain your knives using one of Kamakoto's whetstones. Just go to kamakoto.com/squire to see their full range. They've got a number of sales on right now, and if you use the coupon code SQUIRE, you'll get $50 off. But Master, I haven't told you about how these knives are used by several chefs in Michelin-star restaurants across Oberon and Coruscant. I could try and get us a reservation. No, we're quite busy.
Communist. Oh, selling little kind of postcards, are we? Oh.
Kunst.
What?
It's art. Yeah, this is all hand-painted art.
By me? Now, why would I want to buy a postcard with a painting of a block of flats on it and I could just look up and see the real thing, eh?
You don't know. These buildings might not be here forever.
Well, neither will I if this queue ever moves. I'm here to buy a loaf of bread before the price goes up again. I've got my whole life savings in this briefcase. Do you think if I'd gotten here by 10 AM, I could have afforded 2 loaves? Money's worth nothing anymore, eh?
Well, that's hyperinflation for you, isn't it? I've put my prices up 5-fold today.
Wait, so you're telling me the value of your little doodles has gone up faster than the price of bread? God, it must be full of sawdust today.
Look, it's the perfect time to invest in one of these unique, non-fungible pieces of fine art. Only 800,000 Reichsmark each.
Fine art? You wouldn't know fine art if you robbed a gallery and hoarded its works in a Bavarian mine shaft. I mean, look at that one, mate. The building ain't even straight.
Now that was the fault of communist agitators. They had a street uprising whilst I was painting it and the gunfire put me off.
Now that makes perfect sense. God, they seem to be behind everything bad these days. The failing economy, your artwork.
The economy? Well, that's France's fault, isn't it? Yeah, with the conditions of the Versailles conspiracy.
Those frog bastards! I knew it. Do you know, I'd vote for the man who'd do something about them.
You know, I'm thinking of writing a book about my views on the mess this country's in.
That might sell. Well, as long as you don't illustrate it, obviously.
Der nächste bitte. Das Brot kostet nun 2 Millionen Reichsmark pro Leib. Ja, der Preis hat sich in den letzten 90 Sekunden verdoppelt. Aber keine Sorge, ich akzeptiere genauso Uhren und anderes Eigentum.
Right, so I'm going to level with you. All these paintings, yeah, look like the unstable smatterings of an ill-tempered lunatic with an inferiority complex. But I need to get rid of all this cash before the Weimar Republic put more in circulation. So...
Well, you can trust me, can't you? I mean, these will all be worth a fortune by the time you get to the front of the break queue.
Well, I'm not buying it to f***ing keep it, am I? Okay, so 800,000 marks, right?
No. Reichsmark, yeah? And the price has just gone up. They're now, 5 million each.
5 million marks? But it's just a dodgy sketch of a building, mate. You're not an artist, you're a bloody architect. Why don't you try painting something more interesting, like horses or something?
Because they've all been eaten, haven't they?
Look, I'm just saying, expand your horizons. You know, if you like cities, tour Paris, Warsaw, not London. Moscow might be a bit of a stretch too, but...
I've travelled. See?
Oh, look, another building, hey. But I suppose that is sort of your bread and butter, isn't it? Shame it's not actually bread and butter though, eh?
It's Flanders from the Great War. God, maybe one day I'll go back there and draw it all over again.
You were in the Great War? Wow, what was that like? Paint us a picture. Oh, actually, don't.
It wasn't pretty.
I mean, yeah, I can tell.
The doctors diagnosed me with hysterical blindness. But I couldn't see the funny side of it. Couldn't see anything at all for a while there, actually.
Oh, well, that'd be when you painted that one then, yeah? I'll be honest with you, mate, it looks like shit. What do you call it, eh? Visage of Brown?
Self-portrait, actually. See, there's me.
5 million marks for the kind of thing you'd expect to see smeared on the cell wall of a high-security prison. Only you've used paint. Or at least, I hope you have.
Do you work for the Academy of Fine Arts in Vienna?
No.
You sure? Because you sound just like them. Yeah, they didn't know anything about art either. I hope in the future degrees in the studies of art and media will be completely meaningless and offer no credibility with regard to professional employment. That'll show them. Anyway, the price has just gone up to 10 million marks.
10 million? I'd never get this treatment from Goodman's Art Emporium across the road. And they're a proper shop too, not some rickety wagon. I mean, look at them over there with that big art display and that large but fragile window. I love that place.
Achtung! Das Boot kostet nun 8 Millionen Reichsmark. Hey, ich bin nicht schuld. Die Franzosen sind schuld.
And the communists!
Alright, go on, I'll take that piece then. I haven't actually got 10 million marks, obviously, but I reckon I can sell my house pretty quickly, so...
Yeah, sell your house! Property prices round here are bound to crash and burn eventually.
Ooh, don't suppose you take cheques?
Well, I think we should, don't you? I mean, plenty of ethnic Germans living there.
No. Cashes, cheques, not the country.
Sure, but to account for future inflation, probable Wall Street crash, call it 100 million marks? God, those bloody communists, eh?
Oh, could I get it, gift wrapped?
Ah, a present for that special someone, is it? Oh, she's a very lucky woman, your wife. Or niece.
No, I'm just thinking that the baker might give me more for it if he can't see what it looks like, so... That's 100 million Reichsmarks to Dolph's Fine Art Boutique, yeah? Which, by the way, is a bastard misleading name.
Congratulations, you've just bought a priceless piece of art. You literally can't put a price on it. Any more?
Jesus, why people waste time burning books when there's shit like this in circulation, I'll never know.
Just be careful walking down the street with that.
You are right. There are so many gangs of children around here, roaming around with no direction. Do you know, I've always said I'd vote for the man who introduced some sort of military-inspired after-school scout club that they were forced to join.
Now that's a good idea, actually.
Hey, you should come to the beer hall tonight. They've got a guest speaker who I reckon you'd love. He's called, Adolf Hitler. I think you'd pick up a lot of what he's putting down. Anyway, be lucky, Herr Schmidt.
Auf Wiedersehen!
There's another piece.